Welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are facing the Reds again today. And I misspoke yesterday. We actually have a 4-game set against the Reds, so this is not the last game of that series. It's supposed to be Graves' spot in the rotation. He's not quite ready yet. I could put Paulie in and swap them around, but I think I'm actually going to let Zap have his turn to start. He hasn't started a game in a while. We'll keep the rotation going smooth into the off day here on the 4th. Which, I feel like you can tell this is a Japanese game, that they don't have games scheduled on the 4th of July. Alright, as noted, Zap is starting. If you've been watching this channel, you'll know Zap is our spot starter, though he's probably more well known as our mop-up guy. Or a lot of times, if we go into extra innings, he's kind of the first reliever into extras because he has some extra stamina. But gets the start today and starts Norris Hopper off with a strike, and then gets him to ground back to him, and he throws over to first. Oof, closer play than I thought it was going to be, but he does get the out. So one down brings Xiao to the plate. Xiao has hit us well all series and probably all year, honestly. Has a 1-1 count after that swing and a miss. And a called strike 2. That pitch just off the corner. Xiao lays off. 2-2 the count. Gets a good hold of this one, but it will hook foul and go off the left field wall. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brings Derek Lee to the plate. So Derek Lee just not having a very Derek Lee-like season. Take strike 1. Take strike 2. Fouls that one away. Still 0-2. Puts this one up the middle for a base hit. Keeps the Reds inning alive. Brings Adam Dunn to the plate. And he takes strike 1. Hits this one into center. It will get down for another hit. Derek Lee going to third. Joey throws back to first for some reason. Didn't matter. Wasn't going to get an out either way. Puts runners on the corners with 2 outs. Encarnacion at the plate to try to steal an early run, but he does not. Hits a ground ball to Joey, and that finally gets the Squirrels out of the top of the first. So the Reds with a good threat, but no runs. Kester will lead things off for the Squirrels, per usual. I think this is the same defensive lineup we have seen from the Reds all year long. Aaron Harang will start for the Reds. He has been effective against us. I don't know what his record is, but he's had good outings, even if he hasn't come away with wins. Kester starts off the game with the ground ball to short. 1 down, Marvin at the plate, hitting 198 and left-handed today. Looks at ball 1. Looks at ball 2. Pops this one up. David Ross is under it in front of the plate, and there is the second out of the inning. Brings Chief to the plate. And he takes strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1-2-3 inning in the bottom half of the inning. Still scoreless after 1. Brandon Phillips due up for the Reds in the second inning. Zap winds and delivers a fastball inside. And that one catches a corner, makes it 1-1. Lines this one to second. Kester grabs it for the first out of the inning. Kennedy at the plate now. 1 down. And that pitch inside again. That pitch down and in. 2-0 the count. Swing and a miss. A called strike 2. 2-2 the count on Kennedy. And he grounds to third. A high hop. Chief grabs it but doesn't have a play. I don't know. Sweeney might have been able to make that play. He has a stronger arm, but it did take a pretty high hop. And Kennedy, I think, is fairly quick. I don't know what his rating is, but infield single. 1 on, 1 out. David Ross at the plate. He has a 2-1 count. Grounds this one more traditionally to third, but it does get foul. Makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down now for Harang. Harang hitting .226. Pretty respectable for a pitcher. Takes ball 1. Gets this as a hit through the right side of the infield. Puts runners on first and second with 2 outs. Norris Hopper at the plate. Say Hopper almost got an infield hit his last time up. Had a ball that Zap had to field and get back to first, but it was an out. And Hopper currently with the 1-2 count. Grounds this one to short. Joey will throw it over, and there goes another Reds inning. Still scoreless after an inning and a half. Terry's going to lead things off for the Squirrels. I was like, shouldn't sound so dismissive of the Reds. I didn't really mean that. They already have 4 hits today. So it's not as if they're not doing any damage. They're just not plating anything as of yet. Anyway, Terry with an 0-2 count, and he hits a hard one, but foul. And gets this one through the right side of the infield for the Squirrels' first hit of the day. Leadoff single brings Frank to the plate. Takes a strike. Swings and misses. 0-2. Grounds this one to second. Oh, gets through Phillips. Looked like a double play. Instead, we get an E4. That'll put runners on first and second with nobody out. Instead of bases empty and 2 outs. Big miss there by Phillips. And Tom with a 2-0 count. Swings and misses. Makes it 2-1. Swings and misses again. 2-2. Fouls it away. Gets this one into right field, but Hopper able to catch it. Frank maybe a little far off the bag, but he does make it back in there. So 1 down, runner still at first and second. Zach at the plate. Takes a ball. Takes another ball. And that one called a strike. 2-1. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. This one will get into left field. It'll get down for a hit. Terry's going to try to score. Adam Dunn goes home with it. Not in time. Squirrels get the first run of the game. 1-0 Indianapolis. Joey at the plate. He pops it up. Their infield fly rule is called. Harang goes ahead and grabs it. So 1-0 game. Zap at the plate. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Zap takes ball 1. And takes ball 2. Grounds this one through the right side of the infield. Here comes Frank to try again. And he's going to get in there for the second run. RBI single for Zapp. Not the hardest hit ball, but well placed. So now 2-0. Kester at the plate with 2 runners on. And he has an 0-2 count. Grounds this one to second. Phillips does grab this one. So the Squirrels end up with 2 runs on what should have been a quiet inning, all turned around on an error from Brandon Phillips on what should have been a double play ball. So 2-0 Squirrels as we go into the third. Shao is going to lead things off, and he puts this one into right field. Zach is not going to get to that one as it one hops the wall in the corner. That's a leadoff double for Shao. So Zach seemed to be playing fairly shallow on him. Derek Lee got a hit his first time up. Takes strike 1. Lines this one. Actually, Joey just able to knock it down. They're going to give him an error, which I'm okay with. Puts runners on first and second. Nobody out. This is sounding familiar. Adam Dunn at the plate. Swings and misses. Makes the count 1-1. That pitch off the plate. That one called a strike. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout from Zapp. Brings Encarnacion to the plate. Pops this one up. Infield fly called, and Zapp catches the ball. So if this plays like what the Squirrels just had, Brandon Phillips is going to come through with the big hit here. He takes ball 1. That pitch off the plate makes it 2-0. This one ground to second. Kester grabs it, throws it over, and again the Reds threaten, but still no runs. Still 2-0 Squirrels as we go to the bottom of the third. Marvin is going to lead things off. Marvin popped out last time. Takes a changeup for a ball. And that slurve out of the zone. 2-0 the count. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Rang winds and delivers a ball. 3-1 the count. And Marvin draws a walk. Leadoff batter goes to first. Chief at the plate. He struck out last time. Pops this one to third for an out. So Chief's been scuffling lately. Terry came up with a hit his last at-bat. Looks at a ball. Looks at another ball. That one called a strike. 2-1. That pitch too low. 3-1 the count. Rang throws over to first. This one goes to the plate, and it is called a strike. Full count. 1 out. Marvin stays put. Terry grounds to first. Lee to Kennedy. Back to first, and they do get the double play. So that was a 3-6-1 double play. I really thought Terry had beaten that out, but no such luck. Squirrels go down without another run. We go into the 4th inning. Cincinnati 0, Indianapolis 2. Kennedy is going to lead things off for the Reds. Kennedy did get a hit his last time up. Pretty sure he got the infield hit to third when... Actually, no, he did. I remember saying about Kennedy's speed. Anyway, he has an 0-2 count at the moment, and he grounds weakly to third. Chief throws this time and does get the out this time around. Close, but not that close. I'm a little surprised we get a replay on this one. Brings David Ross to the plate. He struck out his last time up. Swings and misses here. This one, Chief is able to go back and make the play. Thought I had a chance of getting over his head, but it did not. Aaron Harang got a hit his last time up. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. Zapp already acting tired. We'll see how far we can ride him. Kester to first, and that will end the Reds' part of the inning. We go into the bottom of the fourth, still 2-0 Squirrels. Frank's going to lead things off for Indy. Frank hit the ball to Phillips that got through his legs. So 0 for 1 today, but he had the most important swing of the bat so far, I think. Has a 2-0 count at the moment. Harang puts in a pitch that Frank puts into left for a legitimate hit. They said he was on a hitting streak. I missed the number, but it is officially extended now. Brings Tom to the plate, apparently on a 4-game hitting streak, as he fouls that pitch away. Makes the count 1-1. And that pitch out of the zone, 2-1. That one called a strike. This one ground to first. Lee to Kennedy to Harang. Another 3-6-1 double play. Well, that certainly turns the inning around. Now bases empty with 2 outs. Zach at the plate. He did come through with a hit his last time up. He takes a strike. That pitch in the dirt. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Fouls that one away, still 1-2. Pops this one foul. Ross able to make the play, and that will end the inning. Ross looking extra smooth, catching that on the way to the Reds' dugout. In the 5th inning, still 2-0. Norris Hopper back at the plate. Hopper, I'm pretty confident, 0 for 2 today. Grounds this one foul to make it 0-2. And he comes through with a hit into center. That'll bring Shao to the plate. He doubled into the right field corner last time up. Takes strike 1. That pitch off the plate. 1-1 the count. That one too high. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. This one ground to short. Joey to Kester. Oh, I know Shao is fast, but not able to turn that double play, but they do get the lead runner at second for 1 out. Brings Derek Lee to the plate, and he looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Fouls that one away. Zap gasp. We're going to try real hard to get him through this inning. Gets Derek Lee to strike out. Brings Adam Dunn to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. First pitch too low. This one ground to center field. 2 on, 2 outs. Encarnacion at the plate. Let's really see if Zap can get this last out. Encarnacion fouls the first pitch off. That pitch just out of the zone, 1-1. Grounds this one to short. Joey grabs it, throws it over, and there is the last out of the top of the 5th. Halfway through the game, Squirrels up 2-0. Joey is going to lead off things in the bottom of the 5th for the Squirrels. First pitch in for a strike. Second pitch out of the zone. 1-1 the count. Joey comes through with a base hit into center field. The leadoff single brings Zap to the plate. Zap hitting 500, not too shabby. Gonna put Miyake into pinch hit though, because Zap is out of gas. Harang's first pitch is called strike on a high fastball. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fouls that one away. That pitch off the plate. Miyake doesn't go chasing it. Pops this one foul. Ross grabs it for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Kester to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Takes strike 1. Rang apparently very concerned about Joey, even though he's not that swift. Kester swings and misses, makes it 0-2. Puts this one into center field for a base hit. 2 on, 1 out. Marvin at the plate. And first pitch called a strike. Marvin grounds to second. Phillips to Kennedy to lead, double play, and that does end the inning. A little more traditional 4-6-3 there. Our third double play we've hit into. That's not great. Still 2-0 Squirrels, though, as we move into the 6th. Brandon Phillips due to lead off. Johnston is going to come in to pitch for a couple innings. At least that's the plan right now. All right. Brandon Phillips takes the second pitch into right field for a base hit. It's a leadoff single for the Reds. Brings Kennedy to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. He takes strike 1. That pitch up and in. Phillips takes off. Kennedy flashes a bunt, pulls it back. Phillips thrown out at second. So I feel like there might have been a missed sign there. Leads to the bases now being cleared with 1 out. And Johnston strikes out Kennedy on the next pitch. So suddenly, what was looking promising for the Reds, bases empty at 2 outs. David Ross at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Doesn't go chasing that one. 1-2. Does swing and miss at the sinker, though. That ends the top of the 6th. That inning crumbled quickly for the Reds. Go into the bottom of the 6th inning. Squirrels up 2-0, and Chief to lead off. And Chief 0 for 2 today. Takes strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Fouls that one away. Fouls that off his foot. And takes that one for a ball. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Brings Terry to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Takes strike 1. That pitch too low. And that pitch also too low. 2-1 the count. Pops this one up. Phillips, I don't think had to move at all. Catches it for the second out of the inning. Brings Frank to the plate. He's reached on an error and singled today. Grounds this one to third. Encarnacion throws it over, and that will end the 6th inning. Still 2-0 Squirrels as we go to the 7th. Pitcher spot due up for the Reds. But they will turn to a pinch hitter and send Mike Redmond out to hit. Johnston puts a fastball in for a strike. Swing and miss on a slurve. And then swing and miss on a fastball. 1 down. Hopper at the plate. He's now 1 for 3 today. Take strike 1. Take strike 2. Pops this one towards second. Kester grabs it for the second out of the inning. Brings Shao to the plate. He's also 1 for 3 today with a double. Takes a strike. Puts this one towards Joey. He picks it up, throws it over, and it is stretch time in Indianapolis. Tom will lead off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Reds nothing, Squirrels 2. All right, the Reds will turn to Julian Taveras. Also a change out in center field. Merrick's is going to come in for Shao. And as mentioned, Tom, who is 0 for 2 today, leading off the inning. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Takes a ball low. Pops this one behind second base. Kennedy goes back to grab it, and does. 1 down. Zach at the plate. He is singled and fouled out today. Take strike 1. Takes a ball. Grounds this one towards third. Encarnacion deals with that one nicely. 2 down brings Joey to the plate, who is 1 for 2 today. Takes a strike. Takes another strike, iffy call by my estimation, but it is 0-2. Puts this one into Phillips' range, who grabs it, and that will end the 7th inning. Still 2-0 Squirrels. We go into the 8th. Derek Lee due to leadoff for the Reds. And he will do so against Hermida, who was shaky yesterday. We'll see how it goes today. Also brings Phil into the game. All right, Derek Lee at the plate. Takes strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Puts this one into center field. Miyake gets over and makes the grab. 1 down, Adam Dunn at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Taking some big hacks, but what else would you expect out of Adam Dunn? Pops this one up to second. Phil under it, and he makes the out. Encarnacion at the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Swings and misses at that pitch. Puts that one low. That one called a strike. 1-2 the count. This is going to be a base hit into left center. Looks like Frank's going to cut it off before it can become a huge problem, although Encarnacion gets big turn. He gets back to first, but made it interesting. Reds turn to Pickles for a pinch runner, go from a speed of 9 to a 15. 2 outs and Brandon Phillips at the plate, though. Phillips takes strike 1. Takes strike 2. Swings and misses, strike 3, and that will end the 8th inning. At least the top half. The bottom half of the inning, Miyake due to lead off for the Squirrels, who lead 2-0. And Pickles will move into second base, and 7 is going to come in to play third. Miyake 0 for 1 today. Takes a strike. Gets a hold of this one. Is it going to get out of the park? It does. Sneaks it over the right field wall for his first home run of the season. Say, Miyake never even sniffed a home run his first 2 years, and has hit a handful in seasons 3 and 4 here. Makes the game 3-0 Squirrels. And brings Kester to the plate. Still nobody out. And he puts this pitch into center field and drops right in front of Merrick's for a base hit. Brings Phil to the plate for his first at-bat today. So Julian Tavares just, I don't know why the Reds still throw this guy out there. Kester tries to steal second, and he is thrown out for the first out of the inning. Phil at the plate with an 0-2 count. Ooh, watches that one go by. Close call, but Phil gets the benefit of the doubt. That one more outside. 2-2 the count. Grounds this one foul. Still 2-2. That one too low. Full count. 1 out. Nobody on base. Phil puts this one into center field for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Chief at the plate. He is 0 for 3 today. Take strike 1. Take strike 2. And that's going to go into center field for a base hit. Again, Tavares just blowing this game for the Reds. Terry. Takes strike 1. Swings and misses for strike 2. And puts this one through the middle for another hit. Here comes Phil to try to score. Maybe the slowest member of the team. But he is able to get there to make it 4-0. The Reds finally seen enough of Tavares and put in Cordero, as they should have done to start with, frankly. We've just shelled Tavares every time he's come into the game against us. I don't know why he's still on the team, to be frank. I think I would have released him if I'd been the Reds. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Frank at the plate, takes ball 1. Takes a strike. Swing and a miss. Puts this one a line drive to second. Pickles to Kennedy to Lee, double play. And that ends the inning, but not before the Squirrels add 2 more runs. We go into the 9th inning. The Reds down 4-0. Kennedy's going to lead things off. And I guess we'll let Jones go out and pitch, because this really should have been his day. Who made that out? I think that was Frank. So that'll bring Quentin into play left. All of our outfielders at the bottom of the order now. All right, Kennedy, 1 for 3 today. Takes a strike from Jones. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Pops this one up, but it's well placed, and it does drop in for a base hit. David Ross at the plate. 1 on, nobody out. Grounds to second. Phil to Kester to Terry. Double play. Pitcher spot up. Again, the Reds have a promising inning. Go down the drain very quickly. Bring Thomas Perez to the plate. This probably would have been 7's spot, but they already brought him into the game to play third, and apparently his spot looking doubtful it's going to come up, but we'll see. 2-1 the count on Perez. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is your ball game. Your final score today, Cincinnati Reds 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 4. Say, that score is not really indicative of what happened here. The Reds out-hit us for most of the game. They didn't take advantage of the fielding error the way we took advantage of the fielding error. And one of our hits happened to go over the fence. That was really the big difference of the game. Just the Reds' hits just weren't timely. All right, Zach, your player of the game. So thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, feel very free. Otherwise, we are actually finishing up with the Reds tomorrow before the last interleague series of the year against the A's again. I don't know why they've decided we are the big rival for the A's, but is what it is. I don't control the schedule. So anyway, again, Reds tomorrow. We'll see you then.